Alright, Shalom. Before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim in this truth and sincerity. Alright, and we're just a couple brothers from GMS Atlanta, and we want to do this quick gospel going into charity, right? Having charity, which is brotherly love. Alright, because that's also a part of the gospel. That's a part of being in this truth, all right, being in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And we're going to start off in the book of Tobit.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 12, verse 8. Prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness.
Right, prayer and fasting, those are two things that brings you closer to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, because when you pray, you're begging Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to give you whatever you need, all right, whatever you lack. Whether it be faith, whether it be a strong mind, okay, whatever it is that you lack, that's what prayer is for, all right. And then fasting, that brings you closer to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That puts you more in the spirit, all right.
That's why Yahweh Shai said, "Any man that cometh after me, let him deny himself." And when you fast, you deny yourself from the pleasures and the satiation of the flesh, prioritizing the spirit. Even Yahweh Shai said himself, he said, well, certain demons, they can only be cast off by prayer and fasting. So those are intricate parts of having a legitimate, integral foundation.
Yeah. Read it again.
Come. Verse 8, prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness. A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold.
Right, so it's better to give alms. That's really going into tithing, that's going into helping out the brotherhood, all right, whatever it may be, all right, whatever a brother needs help with, whether it be his health, okay, whether it be spiritually encouraging the brother, all right. And I'm gonna get the etymology for alms, okay, because that's a part of this truth. This is the etymology of alms. It says charitable relief of the poor, okay, and according to the scriptures, we're the poor. The scripture says the Lord, he deals with the lowly, okay. Right now we're in the lowly state, all right. The nation of Israel, beginning with the elect. Right now we're at the bottom, all right. We don't have our own land, all right. We're not sovereign. We're under our enemies. We're still under the curses, all right. So the charity is really giving this word to the nation of Israel, all right, teaching our people this word, all right, so that hopefully we can wake up the elect, because it's all about the elect. At the end of the day, it says, especially as a religious duty, that which is given to relieve the poor and needy. And that's what this word does, all right? That's what the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai does, okay? It's relief for the poor and needy, all right? As the scripture says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free, all right? So when you know this truth, it relieves you, okay? It relieves all that burden of Babylon. It relieves that off of you, all right? It frees your mind.
Scripture says, wisdom bringeth unto a kingdom. And so I'm going to get you real quick and you can continue on. Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Verse 5.
Right, and that's us, man. We're mourning. We're in a state of mourning right now. And as I mentioned, we're at the bottom of this society. Especially us in this truth, we're at the very bottom. The whole world looks at us like we're the scum of the earth.
Right.
All right. Yahweh Shai said, "The world marvel not if the world hates you." All right. So it's really us against the world. But the scripture says, "Blessed are the poor." All right. So we're really blessed that we're not of this world. We're blessed that we're looked down upon, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai doesn't look down upon us. All right. He looks down upon this world. That's why he's going to destroy this world.
That's why it says in the That's why it says in the book of Exodus, I believe, it said that Yahweh had respect unto the children of Israel.
Right.
It said he had respect, and that's the spirit, because the brother Yadai just walked by, and when you go to that Hebrew word for respect, it's Yadai.
Wow.
Which means Yahweh, he knew us as a wife. He knew us as, okay, see, those are my people, man. And that's why he delivered us from Pharaoh. Now we were in slavery. We were in the fiery bondage, man. We were afflicted. But as it was in the days of Egypt, so shall it be at the coming of the Son of Man.
Right.
You know? Verse 5. It says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth."
Right. So, Lord willing, we're of the elect. We're going to inherit the earth. The nation of Israel, at the end of the day, ultimately all will inherit the earth. Okay, but it begins with the elect. Okay. That was pretty much it on the etymology. I'm gonna get the scripture you call. Colossians 3. You said 14. Colossians 3 and 14. And above all these things, put on charity.
And above any and everything in which you do, exercise charity. You want to talk about keeping the commandments? Well, you know you haven't started keeping the commandments unless you're upholding yourself in a charitable manner. Which, when we understand that term charity, can we get that word charity in the Greek?
I got you. This is the word for charity. It says, it's the Greek word agape, and it says affection, goodwill, love.
Love, man. All right. Put on love. You have to have love for the tabernacle of David. You have to have love for the will of Yahushua. All right. Go back and finish up that verse.
Right. If I can add,
Yeah.
us teaching this word, that's a form of love.
That's an excellent.
All right, because we're telling you who you are. We're telling you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're the Israelites. You're God's chosen people. The Most High loves you. He didn't choose any of these other nations. He loves you. So us teaching this word, that's love. All right.
And reproving and rebuking. When like IUIC saying, well, I know one time they said whenever they hear the name they want to scoff. Next thing we know, now now the name could be Yahweh. See, what they're doing is they're bringing forth confusion, and it's going to cause their followers to be annihilated and destroyed by famine and thermonuclear missiles. So when we rebuke you, it's not out of us hating, it's because we're actually showing love. So
Right.
you and your household don't get cut off and die a terrible death.
Right.
You know, so let me get finish that off.
Colossians 3 and 14. Above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness.
So charity or love is the bond of perfectness. All right, which your perfection is going into your integrity. It's going into be whole, sound, complete. All right, not missing any corners, man. All right, and I got one more. This is the book of Matthew's. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. All right.
Right.
So you have to be perfect, which is essentially having love. All right, having love and integrity, being whole, sound in mind, complete. And that coincides with having a sound doctrine, complete doctrine, all right, and teaching in the correlate. And even as your Father in heaven, He's perfect, He's complete, He's whole. All right, and that's all I got.
Right. If I can add to what he said, like Elder Apostle Gabaro, it says the Most High Yahweh, He demands perfection. All right, and that's why he put His only begotten Son through everything that He put Him through. All right, and we're in that same lot as Yahushua. All right, we're drinking of that cup that Yahushua drank from. All right, the only difference is He drank the most of it. We're drinking in little sips, but Yahushua, He drank of that cup. All right, of that cup of affliction, because that makes you perfect. All right, and charity that makes you perfect. Okay, so that's all.
That's why it says in John the 3rd chapter, the 16th verse, for God so loved. That's pertaining to as the Father in heaven.
Right.
For God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son, which is Yahushua. And whosoever believeth on Him, on Yahushua, should not perish, all right, but have everlasting life. All right, and that's that bond of perfectness, man. All right, so you got it.
So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. We want to end off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect.